The head-to-head challenge, a significant and pivotal segment of the Miss World competition, concluded on May 23, 2025 in Hyderabad, India. From 108 contestants worldwide, the field was narrowed to 20, 5 from each of the 4 continents, Americas and Caribbean, Africa, Europe, and Asia and Oceania. These contestants competed in a series of speeches focusing on global and social issues. The 4 continental winners who advanced to the top 10 in their respective continents are Annalise Nanton of Trinidad and Tobago, captivated judges with her enthusiasm for climate change and the advancement for women in Telangana. Faith Walia of Zambia inspired audiences with her personal story of overcoming challenges, stressing the importance of authenticity and responsible social media use for mental well-being. Next is Millie-Mae Adams of Wales emphasized the transformative role of education, drawing on her mentoring experiences in Uganda and India and advocating for accessible healthcare and education. Finally, Idil Bilgen of Türkiye shared a poignant speech on cultural identity in a globalized world and breast cancer awareness, honoring her mother's memory. These 4 winners showcase not only eloquence and intelligence but also a strong commitment to social advocacy, making the head-to-head challenge a compelling display of purpose and passion. Winning the head-to-head challenge automatically advances contestants to the top 10 of their respective continents.
Good morning again, everyone. So I come from the land of sunshine, of forests, of trees, and I'm lucky to have grown up surrounded by that. And because of that, I grew to love being in nature. It's my safe space. It's where I find happiness. It's where I center myself. And when you love something, you want to protect it. And that's why my Beauty with a Purpose, the ripple effect, we so strongly advocate for our environment and also expose others to nature, bring them back to where we once came from. Because I think this modern world, it has sort of estranged us from nature, from the natural environment. And I'm really proud to say that one of my initiatives, the Hike and Plant Initiative, I joined forces with volunteers of many ages, some as young as 3 years old, and we went on a beautiful hike in the forest to help replant an area that was damaged by wildfires. And part of what I wanted to do was help people to reconnect with our environment, because I think that we really have forgotten how important it is and how much we need it to sustain us. And also, it's actually medically proven that being in nature helps us to distress. It lowers our stress hormone levels. And planting the day, everyone felt rejuvenated. They felt happy. The kids wanted to stay longer, and they kept smiling and laughing and wanting to grab more trees to come back again. And it might seem like hard work, but one small action, one ripple, when combined, can leave a lasting change. Because those trees, even though it was one day of planting, they will grow and they will have an impact for generations to come, leaving clean air, helping more animals and plants to come back again so that our world can continue to sustain and nourish us. Thank you.
Right. Well, you, Zambia, the same question. With social media influencing so many aspects of life, how can we ensure it promotes self-worth and mental well-being, especially among the youth?
Thank you so much for that question. One thing I know in this time and era is social media is powerful. Social media can break you or build you. But the one thing we need to realize as human beings, as girls, as boys, as the world, is we need to be authentic. The world will always change and evolve, but the one thing that cannot change and evolve is who you are. We need an authenticity that will stand in times and generations and cultures and races. You need to be bold with who you are and let the world embrace that. So with the power of social media, we need to teach the women, the men, that there is power in being who you are, and you need to stay true to yourself no matter what, because society will evolve, but you cannot evolve 1,000 times. So stay true to yourself, because that's where your power lies. Thank you.
Okay. Two very good answers. And not too far from the Emerald Isle is our next contestant's country. And of course, it's Wales.
I'm an academic, of course, but my biggest lessons have been learned out in the community or across the world. My Beauty with a Purpose project is about educating and empowering young people with the tools and knowledge to react and counteract knife crime. They didn't get the opportunity to go to medical school. They didn't have it as easy as I did. And my journey wasn't easy either. I'm also the first to go to university in my family. But education in a school institute isn't for everyone. Sometimes you need hands-on education in the community, which is why I founded Exeter Street Doctors, to give them that chance to protect themselves and know what to do when they find themselves in that situation of violence. When I traveled to Uganda, I hosted an empowerment session. I thought I was empowering those women, but they were empowering and educating me. The life stories they shared with me will stay with me more than anything I've learnt in medical school. And when I came to India, I met with acid attack survivors. They endured the cruelest act, but they taught me that you can still smile at the world even if it's treating you badly. So education can look like different things to different people, but it's a tool and it's a powerful one for everyone. And I hope that the education I offer in Wales and England, but also the countries I've visited, will make a difference in their lives. Thank you.
Wow. In an increasingly globalized world, how can we preserve our cultural heritage while embracing unity and diversity?
Thank you very much for the question. I think it's very important because at this time of the world where there's so much conflict going on, cultural heritage and the respect for international differences is very important and valuable. So to preserve cultural heritage among this increasing globalization, consulates and embassies have a major role of holding and hosting events that embrace countries' deep-rooted traditions, histories, cultures, music, arts, and cuisine. By holding such events, they actually unite different citizens of the world together to learn and acknowledge our differences as well as our similarities, because unity is strengthened and celebrated with diversity, not as a barrier, but as a form for us to actually encourage our diversity together. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And once again, ladies, if you could step forward while the judges make that decision. And on this head-to-head challenge for Asia and Oceania, going through to the top 10 in their continent, Turkey. And again, it was another great performance from Thailand as well. So let's hear it for her. So, ladies, would you all come to the front of the stage, in front of where you've come forward? Let's have our winners. So first of all, we have Trinidad and Tobago going through in Americas and Caribbean. Going through for Africa is Zambia. Going through for Europe is Wales. And going through in Asia and Oceania was Turkey. I'll give them thank you. Well, ladies, congratulations. You've made the top 10 in your continent. Wow. Wow. And you're going to head-to-head challenge history. Now, we do want you to do one last thing, because now you are officially ambassadors for the tourism here in Telangana.